All right, all right, all right, all right. What's up? Here we go with the markets. Tuesday morning. Got my teeth sharpened. Ready to take a bite out of profit. Actually, that sounds like it's going the wrong way. How about I'm ready to take a bite out of the market? There you go. That's the right head. All right, so we got the Dow down and the Russell down. We got S&P. S&P's down. Nasdaq turned positive, man. Just a slight, about 4 or 5 ticks. Man, what to do? What to do? What to do? What am I feeling? Yeah, you know what I like here today, in the long term. What I like is this this setup right here. Yeah, you know, we got this nice move up. We broke through this trend line that we were looking at, which is my head and shoulders, or you could call it a trend reversal. But we went into this consolidation. You could argue the neckline, you could argue the shoulders. So let's just call it an inverted head and shoulders, all right? Done. We're settled on that topic. So we busted through it, and then a flag after that is a powerful, powerful move. So I'm kind of looking for that. I'd like to see that, maybe a consolidating day, but I mean, there's so much volatility that it's just not probable. But wouldn't that look sweet if we closed just like this today, and then tomorrow, bang, that's an easy, easy play. Real comfortable. I mean, you stop, we go down here, break, and just let that bitch run the rest of the day. Let's see what that looks like as an SPX. You don't want to give it to me? There it is. All right, so that's still looking good, man. Look at that, look at that, look at that. If we open up, yeah, let's see, man. You never know. I don't want to see a big retrace in this bar. It would just, I'm looking for the textbook. I want a gimme. I want a gimme. But on the other hand, we could just watch the highs. 806, 810. So just take that break of the 810. I mean, if that's how it plays out today, if we open low, we watch that break of the 810. I don't want to see it go back down too much further. I mean, we could have a retrace today, retrace tomorrow. It'll still give us a little, somewhat of a flag. I mean, look, you get these 3 soldiers right here, and boom. That's like a classic pattern right there. We might do something like that. So we just keep watching her, watching her, watching her. Not a lot going on in the news. It's all about earnings. Whoops. Dink, dink, dink. All about the earnings. Do we have a 240 on this? Not really telling me much. Looks like it's just losing momentum here. Maybe we'll watch, see if we get one red bar. And the market gives us the finger. Means it's running the other way. Keep an eye on that. If we don't get distracted and we focus on trading instead of the bullshit. So I got my ducks. I'm actually looking at a few older boats. I'm building I'm building a heavy tank to take me around the horn. But I really enjoy doing that work. So I'm thinking of grabbing a little something else that needs a little love. And once I'm done with this thing that takes me around the horn. Hey, what's up, Jeff? It's been quite some time. Good morning. And good morning, Mr. Miguel. It's been quite some time with you, almost 12 hours. I love the regulars. Hey, everybody out there listening, just reach over and slam that like. I'm a delicate flower and I need the emotional support. So I'm just perusing boats until the market gets going, really. So if anybody has hobbies or interests they want to share, now's the time. We got Red Book year over year, exceeded by 0.2%. Home price year over year. The previous was up 16%. This year it's up 13%. The forecast was 15. Consensus was 14. So that's cool. Came in light, man. Shows a little demand destruction. That's what the Feds are looking for. Yeah, you know, nothing extreme here. And really, I mean, they're more a psychological effect than anything else. I think they might recognize that. Schiller home price forecast. House price index. Yeah, housing came in a little, everything came in less than expected, which is good. They wanted to see a downturn. They forecast a wee bit of a downturn, but the downturn's a little more aggressive. I say that's a good thing. We're waiting for consumer confidence. Comes out at 10. I don't think it's going to be a real factor. Although it's the consumer with the buying power that's keeping this market up. But, I think there's going to be a contagion in England. I think it's going to spill over into other countries. So I'm feeling it. I don't know. I think we're going to slow down. I'm not really seeing it that much. I mean, people are really fairly comfortable. Regular business is still hiring. I mean, the local big box joints. What is this? The local big box joints, like Home Depot, Walmart, Tractor Supply, they still have their hiring signs out. They're still looking for peeps. And even this is the slow season for Tractor Supply, Roofing falls off, exterior contracting falls off. My hobby is cocktails. Acquiring booze from all over. Ha! I wish you great success in that, my friend. That's a travel light kind of hobby. You could do that anywhere with anything. You could incorporate that into all of your other hobbies. I was a big fan of entertainment, but age. And really, I mean, I think I drank my fill. I just have no interest anymore. Or maybe it's because to be honest, I used to love a bottle of Jack, a pack of Pall Malls, and an 8-ball of blow. And I could sit in my office for days and fucking work. And I used to love that. And, I go out, too, from time to time. Really nice restaurants, go out partying a little bit. I used to love to do that, man. And just work. And, my office had a little suite in it, so I could shower up and stay fresh, and I didn't look like the gnarly dude when everybody walked in the next day. And then I had reading glasses, but I had a pair of reading glasses that were slightly darker in the lens. That, towards the third day, I would have to use those, both to conceal the bags and keep the light out. And then my assistant would like start insisting that I went home. And that's usually where it came to a head. Yep, that's it, man. Yeah, I just had my fill. I drank my fair share. Although, yeah, I really don't drink much at all. And, like I said, from the time I really started drinking, I must have been about 14 when I first started getting partying. And so, like, by the time I was through high school, I could put away a six-pack like it's nothing, man. I used to knock out, like, bottles of Jack. And I wasn't, like, a problem drunk person. I don't have that type of personality. But I used to, it was a large part of my life, just having fun. And so I really rarely drink. And I'd say probably 2013, where it really was tapering out at that point. By 2013, after 2013, like really, lost interest in it for the most part. And really after 2013, that's when I stopped using any drugs and things like that. So I had a beer with an old cat down the road after we did some fishing together. And, I was buzzing on that one beer. It was delicious, though. It was an ice cold Rolling Rock. And it was just so good, man. But he's got this nice little cabin that's kind of on a cliff overlooking the river, and on the other side is just a sheer rock face. So I mean, it was just a perfect setting, man. Chilling, and then he told me about everybody in the neighborhood who died, which is like the conversation people have from the age 55 and up. They're all talking about who died. I want to know who lived. Oh, look at that. I lost some people. And I only have one like. So what the fuck? Are they judging because of my drug experience and drinking experience? But there was no detriment, man. I'm the story they don't tell you about. I'm the guy who does all of that, has a real good time, and goes on to be successful. Actually, in New York, we had we call those people rock stars. Because they're busting up coke rocks and never hurt their lives. So you'll hear about a guy, and like maybe the guy's looking to join your firm or what have you, and somebody will talk about his drug habits. Very big issue in this industry, in my industry, and another dude might say, yeah, but he's a rock star. So that means it never touches his professional life. Guy doesn't miss days, and doesn't perform poorly or anything like that. It's inconsequential, in other words. So I think I might have been categorized like that had I had a need to look for employment. And it's funny today, like people, if I'm doing something where they ask me about drug use, and my answer is always regrettably no. I'm just too fucking old, Dos Exos, yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's a good beer, man. But you know what? I don't think I've really had a Rolling Rock before. It was ice cold. It was good. It was just perfect, man. It was just perfect. The moment was perfect. I got a knowledge bank of all the fishing holes on the river that the old guys know that they hold deer. So apparently I'm inducted. I think it's the gray in my beard. ES is grinding up, looking to go positive before the open. And I like it. I'm going to start rolling over these other markets. I hate getting caught blindsided at the open. I'm just preparing everything for trading. I know I'm speaking as though you guys are sitting next to me knowing exactly what I'm doing, but I'm not. But I'm just trying to find ways of using this internet and this streaming, how it's going to work. Benefit you guys, benefit me. Actually, for the most part, dig into my description and get my email address. And if you guys have answers, shoot me an email, man. I'm happy to answer them. Some guys take advantage of it. Anthony interacts with me like that often. Tommy Williams will. But, yep, I don't mind that. But anyway, my point is that, normally when I'm trading, the stream is very distracting to me. And I've actually grafted my performance, or at least my income, when I'm not streaming, and when I am, and obviously focusing on on trading is much more profitable, not having the stream. That being said, I also find that I'm talking anyway. When I'm trading, I'm actually doing this. I'm talking to myself as though I'm with a room full of people. So I guess to avoid being institutionalized, it's good that I have the stream on, and at least I have an argument for talking out loud. At the risk of being committed, I'm trading alone. So now I just figure, okay, actually, let's set this up so we're ready to enter orders. Think. And then all we got to do is roll these ES charts over to SPX. And we go. So I've been talking about just chipping away. Actually, you know what? I want to show you guys this. Oh, is it on this screen? There it is. Okay. Which you guys should be familiar with this, especially if you clock in my... this is all playing out how I laid it out. So again, I'll just go over briefly. These trend lines are back to like 2007, and they exclude the extreme market movement due to the stimulus from the feds around COVID. And that's the first to be removed right now. That's actually what they're doing in the tightening right now. So this is the center line, this is the lower, this is the upper. And we came down, and these lines I had put in there long ago, thinking this, when there's a catalyst, this is the correction. And this is what happened, man. Every time we hit these lines, they're paying tremendous respect to these lines. This could very well be the bottom, right? Okay, so this could very well be the bottom of the market, but I'm saying that this is the normal trend of the market. Now, there could be extremes in geopolitical extremes or financial extremes that take us down, I'd say, to 3,300. But those are the outliers in what should be the normal trading range of the market, just like this extreme 48.18. This is the result of a very extreme circumstance, financial circumstance, which was the stimulus package due to COVID. And then the market's coming back to fair trading value and a fair trading range. Orderly trading is the word I'm looking for. So here we are, man. You could see this action around this line right here. We came up, had a little run, and now we came down and established this low around this lower trend right here. And this red line is a gap from back there. All these red lines are gaps that we took out. And a lot of them I could clean up, which I'll probably do that when I do a little work on the chart. So that's what we're rolling around, man. That's what's capturing my interest. This large broken line is the bottom of the channel, and this thinner broken line is the center of the channel, considering the 818 as the high. So we could watch and trade, in that channel. If that happens, you'll see there's a solid green line, and that's if we demonstrate a bottom at the 3,300. This would be the center of the channel between the 18 and the 3,300. But to establish a bottom, we would have to consolidate around there. I'm not just saying we touch it, you know, because it could just be an outlier. So, you know, something happens like this and we get a retrace and then maybe test it again. This is establishing a bottom to me. I'm not saying this is a bottom, but, you know, if we do something like come down and do something like that again, I mean, we did it right here, this right here. If we start breaking to highs, then I may just say, okay, that's it. Or if we come down and test it and shoot up, I'd say, okay, you know, that's the baby. But, I mean, it's looking like the baby. You know, these little outliers, this is just an emotional effect coupled with algorithms. So anyway, very interesting, man. You know, you could watch this work out and figure out what's going on. I'm thinking that, you know, we're around 4,100 for Christmas. 4,200 doesn't look too bad either. This is what I'm thinking. So anyway, yeah, this is some interesting stuff right there. I love the way this shit lays out. I could do this for hours. I mean, I sit down at the computer and I look out, 4 or 5 hours gone. Any other activity or task or chore, I'm like clock watching. Bottom of the bear market. Yeah, man. I think, okay, let me get that screen back on. Come on. I think, you're killing me. You're killing me. There we go. I think, yeah, I think this will exhibit the bottom of the bear market. And then you see the rise, this pitch. I think this is how the market is going to progress. Now, if it does what I think it does, I think it's going to trade between these lines. It's going to be a while before anybody calls a bull market. There's going to be a lot of hemming and hawing about it, because really we got to break this high, make a lower low, and then continue higher. So if we go along this trend, we're not going to see that high for quite some time, probably after the summer. You know, but we're going to already be in that market. It's just people are going to call it late. So that's why I'm chipping away, man. I tagged a lot of AT&T and Intel and all that shit right around here. I didn't take everything I wanted because I'm willing to take it lower. I'm looking at the 3,300, but I'm feeling good about this. You know, I mean, I'm doing phenomenal on AT&T and everything. I think I got it at like, I bought some at 15.75, and then I got it down at 14.50 or so, and I think it's around 17. I haven't really looked. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. And Intel, I got down there. I started chipping away, and I've been calling it out to everybody. I've been sharing that with everybody. If it was an appropriate investment for anybody, they would have taken advantage of it. I was trying to get T-Mobile, and I was holding out for a cheaper price. Just missed it, didn't grab it. Yeah, but that T, yeah, I'm in the 14s. It's at 17 right now. Intel, I think I'm around 24. It's 27. I mean, these are the times, man. This is where you want to start chipping away at this shit. It's just hard to figure when to go aggressive and when not to. You know, I missed TBT. Can't believe it, man. I left like 10 points on the table. I missed it for 40 cents. I was holding out for 28.50. I saw 28.84. I was like, oh, look, 28.84. I should get hit any day now. And then boom, bounced right off of that fucking thing. Went as high as 28. I unloaded a lot of XOM around 96 and 100. It went as high as 110. Still hung on to some. GME, that's GameStop, right? Yeah, everything's a matter of time. A lot of quiet people these days, huh? AMC, GME. That's all right. Gives them education. This is tuition. They want a degree in trading, they got to pay tuition. Which I don't think that's news to anybody here. I took advantage of T, been holding it for a year just for their dividend. Yeah, me too. But they're talking about backing out on their dividend. So I was in it a few years ago, cheap price, moved up aggressively. They started talking about backing out of the dividend. So I unloaded it, and I made really good money on it. Actually, I'll tell you a story about AT&T too, back in the day. And then I think they recant that too, and they're still paying the dividend, and it's really cheap, so fuck it, I got all over it. Yeah, and watch ExxonMobil. Normally I traded that between 50 and 70 and held a good piece for the dividend, and then peeled off some every time it got to 70, bought it back in the 50s, and just kept doing that. And yeah, you know, kept half of the dividend and rolled half back and forth, just playing it. And then it took off based on all this shit. But it's a little aggressive, you know, and I think you can, hey, what's up, Anthony? Hey, everybody listen and hit the likes, huh? Like me up. So, yeah, that's another good one for dividend I like. Verizon, I think, pays a decent dividend. I got a little bit of that, too, socked away. So AT&T, when I was first setting up my brokerage firm, I was looking around for phone services. And back then, it was, you know, analog lines and, you know, monthly fees and shit like that. And, you know, for a small firm at the time, we were doing, the phone bill had to be like $20,000 a month. And, you know, you're talking like mid-90s. So that was a big number back then. The equivalent would probably be, you know, close to $50,000 a month right now. And so anyway, yeah, working with companies, getting it set up, and it's a lot of phone lines and shit like that. It was AT&T was just right on point, man. They were just, the customer service was great, the follow-up was great, everybody was great. It was such a pleasant experience that we bought the piss out of the company, and I think we bought it at like $20 a share. And yeah, you know, it just goes to show you that you know, you just buy what you like, what you're experienced with, and what you like. And just based on that, yeah, you know, obviously we did a little bit of homework on the company, it looked good, but really the selling point was the customer service. And, yo, we made a killing. I think we took that thing from like $14 to $95. You know, and we were buying the piss out of it for all our clients. And it just kept going and going and going. And we just left it in the portfolio, kind of pointed at it like, yo, look at this fucking thing. And, yo, like $95. And really the selling point was through that time, and that was a couple of years, few years, maybe 2 years, the customer service got worse. The help got bitter, you know, and I have this serious theory that the fish stinks from the head down. So when you start seeing that in the people who are employed, then that reflects what's going on in corporate and shit like that. And you know what? We took our profit, analyzed the fundamentals a little bit, and shorted that fucking thing. Shorted it down to like $45 a share, you know. So my story of AT&T, but it just goes to show you, like, people are like, what do I buy? How do I analyze? You know, my analyst team was made up of that AT&T concept, right? I have a bunch of guys, get experience with the company. It's not all numbers and graphs, you know, feel the company, feel the customer service, use the services, buy their shit, figure out if we like the company. So I just had a bunch of heads kind of getting that experience on companies. And that's how we made our choices. We're actually bouncing between positive and negative on the S&P. Let's roll this back to the S&P. And this guy we like to look at 30-minute charts, 30 seconds. So I'm in the mood to make some money today. Good morning. What do we got? That's my go-to rolling rock, bottom of the bear market. I took advantage of it, holding it for years. Dividend, morning. Oh, diggity, here we go. Oh, shit. Wrong chart. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm taking a break on the upside because that 15-minute looks like it's paying something. All right, I'm long right here. Let's hope we're doing something groovy. Nope. I hate when I get heat first thing. I like that 15-minute break. It's a little fucking early. Oh. All right, composites changing its direction. There we go. The Russell's pushing up. Yeah, this should work, this trade. I'm taking one off. Oh. I did it again. I entered a fucking buy when I should have hit a sell. I hate when I do that. But I've got 2 units on. I corrected the mistake. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm taking another one off. I'm getting out. It's getting ugly. Oh man, the Russell popped. I wish I would have stayed in. So, all right, we took a quick scalp right there. I don't think we glommed much on that trade. Yeah, we made about $400 on a unit of 3 contracts. Let's let that 15-minute play out and see what else we can scoop out of this. I got a bad fill to start with, so that should have been like maybe a $600 trade on 3 contracts, so $200 a contract. So we're up, we're tapping on that center line that I showed you on the daily, that center dotted blue line. We're actually tapping on that. And there's a pivot high that we got to break at 806, and we're actually right there. Oh, there it goes. It popped. Yeah, it might have been out of this trade too soon. That's all right. I could live with that. There'll be another one. I'm going to watch that 15-minute bar. It looks like we may be putting in a double top on the 15. So we're testing the high of yesterday, I believe. So on the break, it could make this a higher low, but it's got to retrace. It's feeling kind of toppy. That 5-minute doesn't look too bearish. It doesn't look like it's turning around. I'm thinking that 30-minute might turn around in 10 minutes. Getting a flag on the 5-minute I don't think I'm going to take an interest in it. It already feels like the initiative has been taken out of the market, and we have consumer sentiment at 10, so could be waiting for that. Got a little gap at the open. We may come back and try to fill that. That would be consistent with what the morning trading was like. Man, look how we're respecting those lines. I'll tell you, I could be so good it gives me an erection. Guess that's more information than you needed. I'm going to roll that 30-second chart over to a 1 minute. Market's just moving kind of slow. That seems like it might be a better pattern to watch. Got that little tail coming in on that 1 minute. Got that tail coming in on that 5 minute. What are we looking like as far as value? See, that 60-minute has been overextended for days, not even resetting. Oh, the daily's overextended too. And we're tapping. So we got the Keltner line that we're tapping on. We've got that trend line on the daily that we're tapping on. So I think we're looking at some big resistance. Trading range is dropping off too. So that volatility is moving out. Yeah, there goes that 15 pulling back on that halfway mark. That's a nice flag though on that 5 minute. Keep your eye on that if you're looking to get long here. I think I'm going to wait to see how this 15-minute bar plays out. See what that 30-minute bar does in the next half. You can see the divergence from the MACD and the time, the price action. And anybody who's not familiar, the MACD is the MACD. Got some techies pulling back a little bit. Might make it difficult for the S&P to run. Yeah, you could still watch that 5 minute for a flag. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that 15 bar is looking pretty strong. I don't know if anybody took that break. I did not. Oh, man, look at that. Turned away. I was going to take that on the 15. Missed it. Fuck. All right. I was attending to some fixed income in another portfolio. Those things happen quite often. Man, look at that. Nice move. Fuck. I knew it. You got to just focus on one thing at a time. All right. Okay, so I'm pissed I missed that fucking move, but I did pull off some good plays on the long-term trade. Grind, grind, grind. Man, oh man, I can't believe I fucking blew that. It's 16 points right there. Fuck. That's breaking my own rules right there. You know, you just got to be focused on trading when you're trading. I went and started playing with other portfolios. Looked back. I mean, I literally looked away, waited for that break, looked back, and it had broke and run. That would have been such an easy trade. So it's that 5-minute flag right there. I was actually watching it on the 15, and if it broke the high on the 15, I was going to take that. Okay, water under the bridge. I feel the emotions stirring in me, you know, and you can't get that. I mean, you can't have that when you're trading. So I got to calm down or cancel my trading day. So this is pretty cool. There's an opening range indicator, you know, so you don't really have to do the work, which I guess is a little lazy, but it's handy. Look, it puts in that low right there, puts in the high. That's a really nice move, man. I'm gonna see if we get the mid session reversal, which obviously is quite some time away, but I might participate in that. I don't know if I'm gonna hop in here and chase it. The daily's overextended. It's breaking through the Keltner. Usually retraces off of that one time, and then on the bust through on the second time, it'll dance along the top of the Keltner for a little while. This is laying out well, although it's a little slower than I thought. I had thought that the market would turn. I'm actually looking at it. I was thinking the market would turn mid-month, which I guess it did, really. Yeah, the 13th. So I think it just came early, right? Because you have that general concept, sell in May and go away, and October's usually a bad month. And then the Halloween effect is where everybody comes back into the market after that trade till May and go away, right? So you start trading again around Halloween. But it was such an aggressive September that I felt as though people are going to start chipping away earlier in October. And they did. So, you know, this is what we're seeing now. We usually see around Halloweeny. Why can't witches get pregnant? Because the warlocks have Halloweenies. So, yeah, here's the move up, man. And I think this kicks off the season rally, the Christmas rally. You definitely see a bullish bias. I mean, every time we tank down, we move back up. Let me check the chats. I drop the chats when I'm trading because I'm trying to avoid the distraction. But I find I'm distracting myself. Oh, this computer's terribly slow today. Now, while we're waiting for that too, oh man, look at that 30-minute bar. Oh, what a shame. Okay. You getting a flag on that 2-minute? I should have just put a stop in when I had my head turned. Used to be good at whistling. I think you're going to have to fall. I think we're going to have a look above and fail when it gets up to yesterday's high. Oh, I think you might be eating crow, bro. We're actually breaking through the mid of that trend line, and I told you that the pivot high we were watching is 806. So I think we're going to come into resistance around 54. Where are we? Maybe another 30 points. Mingy baba. That's quite a fucking run. So yeah, we could come into resistance right around here. Should have been really 29. So we might see it develop here, or say about 54 plus or minus a little resistance. But we're just grinding up. Haven't even had that consumer sentiment report yet. I think we're going to have a look. Okay. Hey, Dave, you're running Windows 11, right? Are you having problems with random programs shutting off without throwing any error message or anything? Sometimes Firefox will just close without notice. Nope, I haven't had that problem. And I use Chrome usually. Sometimes I use Edge. I like some of the add-on features they have, like the read aloud. You know, this way I could do some things and listen to news articles and stuff like that. I haven't used Firefox in years. Could just be that and Firefox that are conflicting. Are you getting other programs that shut down? Can you explain what you mean when you say pivot high in any context? Never really got that. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me throw that up. It's pretty simple. I'll just throw it up. Hold on 1 second. I just have to adjust something. I just realized I'm looking at the wrong account over here, and I don't want to execute any trades by accident in that account. Come on. I think my internet might be crazy slow today. Love. Exciting. Likewise. Information you see likewise. Hey, you jinxed me, Ant. You said that, and now everything's frozen. All right, so let's go like this, and we'll go here. And do we get that data? Yeah, we do. Okay. Actually, I think that might have cleared everything up. Yep. Nope, that didn't clear everything up. All right, but okay. Anyway, so. Ha! Everything's frozen. What'd you do to me, Anthony? Anthony! Okay, how do we get out of this? Do I have to crash it? Fark. All right, things are going to go black for a second, so you guys just chill. We're going to blame this one on Anthony. Which he really didn't do anything, but why not? No, man. This is such a drag. I'm here. I know it's dark. Let's just shut. Okay, that one could be what's holding it up. Doof. Oh yeah, boy. We got it. All right, let's get you guys back. Hey, we got the numbers. And we're where we want to be. All right, cool. So we had a hard time. Oh, and that's frozen now. Oh, trade station experienced a problem, needs to shut down. Okay. You guys are going to go black again for a second. Exit anyway. Yeah, we'll save everything. Ding, 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 ding. All right, everything's shut down. Give you a second to breathe. Let's fire. Oh, what's that? That's my mail. And we're firing her up again. We're going to show you that pivot high. I mean, it's really simple. It's just where it pivots. But if I could show you on the graph, it might be clearer. Getting a little double top on the 1 minute. It's about to trigger. Too soon for a retracement. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to hang out and see what's going on. Because, I mean, we could have a bull flag on that 30 minute. And we're just opening it up. Everything's opening up right now. Once we open up. All right. And let there be light. So, here we are at the daily. Wow, this computer's like cranking out the heat. Let me get this up a little bit. that at all. Oh, okay, that explains that right there. That might work. Yeah, that could work. Here we are. Okay, so look, very simply, you can see this is a high, and then it went down. And I would call this a pivot high unless it did a double tap, and then I would call it a resistance. So really, a pivot high is a resistance point that would just made one touch, because it's not really good resistance unless it was tested. Does that? Let me open up the chat and see if I'm making sense to you. It's infectious. Sometimes I'll double clock TOS and the user account control thing comes up and I click yes, I want to run this program, and then nothing happens. No new updates out yet. Trying to figure it out. Firefox, okay, yeah. So you get that, man? So look, we have the move down. This would be a pivot low. It just pivots and comes up, and then a move up, and it pivots and comes down. So I consider it, so this is a pivot low right here. There's nothing testing it. You really can't call this a resistance because it created the low and nothing went down. So you need at least two touches to be a resistance. So as opposed to using the wrong euphemism, would it be, or defining it incorrectly, this is not resistance, this is a pivot high. So right now, you know, unless we come up and test this again, it's a pivot high. If it turns around, goes back down. And a pivot means it changed direction at that point. So it came down, here's the pivot, changed directions, went up. Here's the pivot, changed directions, went down. Here's the pivot, changed directions, went up. So this is the pivot high I was talking about. We were grinding up, came to that pivot high, broke it. So I don't really take breakouts of pivot highs unless there's an indication, another one. So this one had a trend reversal, or it was a break really of the head and shoulders, and then the pivot high was my next test and it busted out. If I didn't get into the trade on the trend line of the head and shoulders, I could take that pivot high and jump on the rest of this move up. But this move up really should only be, let's call that 500, 260, 789, 789. So this move up should only be about 3,900. That's a nice fucking move up. Well, I guess it's a daily chart, but that should be our target, about 3,900 or 4,100 on this break over here. So yeah, I might take that pivot high. I know I'm over explaining, but that's it. Pivot low, pivot high, pivot low, and then looking for some good resistance. We'll go back to the 5 minute, I'm sure we'll find it. So you could call this good resistance, you know. It came up and created it and then tested it right here. I mean, it doesn't have to be on a gnat's ass, but close enough that I would call that consistent resistance. And that's experience, judgment call, you know, on how you define it. Right here, you could see support, right? Here's the pivot, came back, tested it. Once it tests the pivot high and rejects, that's support. That's a support right there. Point being, you can't really call it support or resistance. Here's another one. Tagged it. You can see it rejected both times. That's resistance. And you could see a good move. You know, you could watch that resistance line take that break, and boom, that was money. You could be aggressive and look at the trend reversal and have a little more finesse and take the break of the previous bar's high. So that would have put you in right here. And then your test would have been this resistance and a move up. But when you see good resistance, you know you could take that break. But again, pivot high right here, right? But then as we move on, boom, this pivot high becomes resistance, because here we tested it here, we tested it here, we got rejected. Bing, bing, bing. You know, you could call that a triple top. You know, that's close enough that you could argue a triple top right there. I might have just seen it as as a head and shoulders traded on this trend, but you could argue a triple top right there. So that's it, man. So right now we've created a pivot high. If we come up and test it again, that's going to turn that pivot high into a resistance point, and then that resistance point is a good entry level. So when you know that's the market speaking to you, you start getting all of that. Yeah, I'm telling you stuff called conduit terminal grease. I would like it. Yes, I'm listening. Yes, got it. That is very simple. Oh, I guess I was beating a dead horse, huh? Yep. Don't want to hear about your CPU. Later. Close the chat. Back to focusing. Okay, 10:07. Really too soon for the mid-session reversal. And the mid-session reversal is a money trade. But if you look at your 30-minute chart, you're going to see that we're building a real healthy bull flag. I mean, it looks like we may be looking at another leg up. Percentage-wise, we're not even up a full percent in the S&P. Nothing showing 2%. And I've found that when we see a 2% move, really the chances of a mid-session reversal are slim. Slim, slim, slim. But again, we're in, I mean, it's all looking mighty right. Let's see up here. We don't have that. Let's get our opening trade in. Studies, enable, opening range. There you are, Mr. Beaver. So we're inside our opening range. And now let's be detailed, shall we? 799. Let's put a midway line in. Look at that colorful little chart we got going right there. All right, so that's our midline right there. We're looking at the same thing, yep, cool. All right, there we go, that dropped. So, yeah, we want to see a double top. Let's put a fib in there also. So we're ready on this trade. Where am I going to fib it? Let's take a look at that right there. That's showing some respect. Got a little lag on this computer. There we go. So let's take a look right here. And if we just fibbed right here. Already had that 33 retrace. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. That looks a little more classic. Open that BI up a little bit. Still early, man. I don't want to see a retrace this soon. Wee bit early. Let's see how she develops. It looks like it's getting ready to roll though. Might just wait to see if we get that retrace on the 5-minute. It's just too aggressive. Too aggressive. Ah, yes, sisters Aunt Fanny. Where'd you go? Am I fat fingering this, or is this just screwing up? Seems like everything just died. Had that move up. Maybe we'll get a little retrace, and I bet we consolidate around here rest of the day. Let's see what that consumer sentiment looks like. Consumer confidence, rather. Oh, okay. So forecast 107. We came in at 102. Less than expected. That's all right. You know, people stop spending. That's what the Fed wants to see. Manufacturing shipments are down. Thursday's going to be the numbers to watch, though. $3M beat. Archer's Daniel Midland beat. Armstrong World Industries. Only miss I'm seeing, no big deal. Biogen beat like crazy. Sure, lots of sick people. Banks coming in on target. Coca-Cola beat. Corning came in less than expected. First Bank Corp met the numbers. First Merchant beat. Franklin Electric beat, don't know it. GE, GE came in less than expected. General Motors beat. See, now they're looking for price destruction or demand destruction in automobiles, and GM beat. I don't know what their going forwards is. That's probably what's more important, their going forward statements. Halliburton beat. Evil Cheney. HSBC came in less than expected. Well, they're over in Britain. They're probably taking a beating over there. JetBlue, less than expected. That's a good sign. Kimberly-Clark, less than expected. That shows some consumer price destruction right there. Lockheed Martin, beat. Defense, makes sense. Moody's, less than expected, really non-event. Bank Corp, Old National Bank Corp, less than expected. That's a U.S. bank, right? People's Bank, better than expected. People's Financial, met. Robert Half International, less than expected. That's recruiting. Oh, watch this. So we're testing these highs. It's a triple top on the 1 minute and it's a pivot high. This would create a triple top on the 1 minute. So there's a resistance on the 1 minute. There's a pivot high on the 2 minute that it's testing. But it looks like it's making its high. This is where we should pay attention and probably look at the 5 minute chart and see if you can get a hangman. You know, hangman. UPS beat Xerox. Whoa, Xerox taking a beating. Almost half of the expectation. All right, so that's what's going on in the earnings arena. That 60-minute bar looks good. That 30-minute bar is setting up a flag. What to do with you. It's a flag with a tail on that 30-minute bar. The momentum looks strong. The 60-minute momentum looks strong. It's putting into question my retrace. What time is it? 10:17. So we got a little flag building on the 2 minute. Let's see what that looks like. If we break that high, I think I'm going to see how that, although there's a flag on the 15 minute. All right, we're just going to have to keep our eye on this for some time. Got a flag on the 1 minute. Looks like it might be triggering. And if it breaks the test, that's going to trigger the 2 minute flag. That 5 minute momentum looks like it's rolling over. 2 minute momentum is rolling over. Did I happen to mention? I don't know what I want to do. So we got a double top on the 5. Got another minute till that bar settles. Looks like that 2 minute reversal is triggering, or just may trigger on a conservative entry. And in this situation, I would go with a conservative entry, because again, it could just be a flag on the 30 we're building. And if we get a decent retrace, let's expand this biatch. That would put us at 811. That's a little aggressive for a flag on the 30. Don't know what I want to do here. I mean, I got the goods in. It's already a plus day. Kind of iffy on this. Nah, it's only money. Running out of coffee. Oh, look at that. We're testing that high again. Come on. And that flag should have, that bar should have turned around. It looks like we're going to break that top. Yeah, we still got plenty of time in that 30-minute bar. Anything could happen. Momentum's fading off on the other markets. I'm in. No, oh, oh. Oh, I don't like that at all. But I do like that. Now that composite's chopping around. Nothing really selling off that aggressively. Yeah, we might get a little hurt on this one. We're getting close to that hour. Dow looks like it's gaining a little strength. Ah, fuck, I'm gonna get popped out. I'm out. I got herdaged. I'm going long 3 right here. Let's see if it makes it happen. Might have been a little rash. So you got that 15-minute trigger in. Composite's having a hard time catching up with it. Dow's grinding up, about to make a new high for the day. Yeah, we just need to keep with this. We should be all right. Come on, get up there. Anything could happen in this minute. Oh, it's having a hard time here. My panties are in a bunch. Come on. Well, that composite looks like it might be rolling over. Everybody's just backing off for that last fucking 19 seconds here. I got one off. No, I fucked up again. Come on. It's not getting legs. Russell is still working its way up. Everything else is lagging. I'm taking it off. Now I'm short again. Composite's coming down, hitting a little resistance right here. Now was a nice pop down. I got one off. It's still giving us an uptrend if that persists. Got to break that 29.25. Come on. I'm taking another one off right here. I'm just worried about the next 5 minutes. So I'm going to just leave this one for break even or that 50% retrace, 814. Got to break that 29.25. There we go. Next, we got to break that 24.19. We bounced right off that 29.25. Looks like it's going to be a hard push down if it even does push down. Nothing really falling apart. All right, I'm out at an even on that. I'm still here. I'm just watching the markets. I mean, we're just consolidating right now, just getting all chopped up if you're trying to trade it. It's still around a good time for that retrace. Dow's breaking to new highs. March 38.34. That might be a breakout for the S&P. I'm going long right here. Nah, I fucking hit it and pulled right back. Oh man, I did it again. Come on, man. go. Come on, composite. Just need that Dow to turn around. Just can't get the fucking steam. And the Dow is dragging us down. Composite's fighting back. Unless we get that Dow moving, we're not going to get anything moving. Fucker. Come on, don't bounce off of that. Just keep your fucking movement down. I'm just watching it for a break of that trend line. I actually went short on the break of that previous bar. I was long and just rolled my position the other way, looking for that trend reversal. This is going to be the test right here. The Dow is breaking that line, coming into some resistance. Hopefully we don't bounce off of that. There we go. Come on. The composite's trying to grind its way down a little bit. I think we just need to be a little bit patient here. So, you know, we're looking at the 5-minute. We see a top, a top, a top. Momentum keeps fading. That's a triple top with a fade. It really triggers at a break here. This is an aggressive entry right there. But it triggers in a break here. Let's see if we can get that sucker rolling. Just afraid it's going to pop back on us. Composite looks like it's going. It's got to break a little bit more to the downside. Dow looks like it's triggering a 1-minute bear flag. There goes the composite. Come on. Push a little bit through it. Dow seems like it might be dragging everything down. It's just having a difficult time right here. See, it's a very positive day, and this could just be setting up a 60-minute bull flag. Just doesn't want to break that fucking trend line right there. But the momentum keeps fading. Just not very aggressive. Fucker. Okay, that looked good. That looked good. That's a nice negative bar building up. What do we got? Okay, it looks good. Come on, break it now. It's pretty negative. Composite's looking negative. It's still having a hard time around here. There it goes. That's the break. $29.10 is what we're looking for now. Dow's bouncing off of it a little bit. Yo, what a give back. I'm closing it. Fucker. That's quite a retrace. We in the chop. Now it's trying for a break to the upside. Watch this break. 38.34 was the high. Oh, 38.40. Composites making new highs. Dow still lagging. Russell's making still new highs. The Dow's the only lagger right now, which might slow or impede the movement here. Could still keep us in the chop. We want to see that 40.04 break. Looks like we got a flag building on the composite. Dow seems like it's trying to catch up. $51.25 should be our target. Broke through that high. Taking one off right here. Building a flag on the 1 minute. Hopefully. No, we were looking for that flag on the composite, but it seems like it's just ripping. Don't give up on me, baby. We still have one more try. All right, just watch yourself. Don't let this trade turn into a loss. I'm closing it right here. I don't like that pullback. That was pretty aggressive. Yeah, we just way too choppy today, man. Yeah, look at that. We're just going back. About an hour and a half, we've just been going back and forth and back and forth, poking through the top and retracing and poking through the top and retracing. It's just ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. It's 11:12. Going into the doldrums. Let me check that chat. Should be about break even if you were trading 3 contracts and didn't fuck up your entries. Nobody chatting, nobody even watching, nobody liking. Gotta love my promoters.